Let us move on. Shares in Danske Bank have lost almost half of their value in the last year after a whistleblower revealed alleged money laundering at the... Do we still say alleged on this one? Well, let's go with alleged still, just to make sure I'm okay on the legal team. Money laundering at the bank's Estonian branch. Our next guest was tasked by the Norwegian Financial Services Association to provide an anonymous communication system to protect whistleblowers. Delighted to welcome to the show Arne Blix, who is the CEO of Friend, which is an internet operating system which allows users to access their applications and data on any device. Arne, nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. Look, there's a broad thematic I want to talk to you about, and it's trust.
Yes.
Trust in all kinds of institutions as well. But let's start off specifically on that link that I gave to our viewers just then as well. What is it that you can offer that should have already been in place at individual institutions, be available via the regulators as well? Why have they turned to you for this anonymous link to allow people to, well, basically spill their hearts out on what they think is going wrong?
Well, it's really about digital independence and privacy and the alternative to big tech. Today you have very few super big corporations around the world whom everyone is dependent upon to exist digitally. Computing is a human right. That's what we believe in Friend, and therefore you need to have the digital independence and the digital integrity to make sure that you're able to actually do what you want and have the freedom to choose.
This goes around the world in all kinds of industries. It's like you're like the craft beer version of technology kind of thing. You know, people don't like the big brands, so they go to the smaller. But so basically, the big companies, they've lost complete trust. I mean, we know the Facebook stories of last year. We know the concerns about other media as well, but platforms. Trust has gone, is it? And is there going to be a massive backlash, or is this going to be at the periphery?
Well, I think everyone is waking up now to understand that we live in a glass house and that we are actually much more at peril with our data. And we need to be transparent about how the business models work. So big tech have business models that are focused on marketing, on they're using your data, they're mining your data as they give you a so-called free service, and then they use that data to have revenue. That model has worked for some time, but it's failing. And today, to know what the business model is and to know that you are actually able to own your own data and control your own data and control your own digital existence, really, is something.
Are we willing to do that? Because we all give our free stuff up. We all, well, I say we all, people send their holiday snaps, their car snaps, what they're spending, where they're restaurateuring, or they give all that away for nothing because they like Gmail, they like iMessenger, they like Twitter, they like WhatsApp, what have you as well. Are you really saying that people are prepared to pay for those services?
I think people are waking up now to see that it's not a good thing that I have 3 children, right? They actually are born into being a customer by big tech as they're at their inception. People need to have the freedom to choose. If you buy super hardware from Apple, you should be able to use it the way you want to. Yeah. The OSs are actually hegemonic loyalty programs. They're actually inducing certain behaviors. And we believe that computing is a human right. You should actually be able to choose and use the data and exist digitally the way you want to.
Yes. Well, I was saying, I had a lot of sympathy with what you say, and I can see where you're coming from. My concern, perhaps I'm interested to know, is because really where big tech wins is the network effect. I don't see how you compete against that. Because, you know, people want to be on Facebook because everyone's on Facebook. Mm-hmm. That's almost like a barrier to entry now.
I think people will see that the usage of Facebook is diminishing. Now, you don't have to be one of the big tech to build that sort of technology. You have to be big tech to run it, to be able to fund the running and to operate such a big network. Now, what we do in Friend is we run a centralized, normal enterprise, B2B licensing, and then we decentralize it using blockchain and a token, so that everyone can be part owner and cooperate and co-run the network transparently.
Best of luck with the project. Congratulations on the 3 children. Nice to see you this morning.